Hola mi gente, and welcome back to the We Are Investing channel, a channel that is dedicated in investing and personal finance. Now today was MLK Day and the markets were closed. However, people did not stop doing their due diligence, or even spying if you want to call it that. People are going crazy over the CCIV and possible Lucid merger. I am invested in this SPAC right now because I think the upside is extremely high if this merger actually happens. And the way that people are acting right now just makes me believe that this stock is going to go even higher than people expect. I definitely think that there is a lot of people that want to invest in this company. There is a lot of hype here, and the share price, if these rumors are correct, which I think they are, the share price is going to go soaring. So if you are taking this gamble right now, I think it's going to pay off, or at least that's my personal opinion, and that's why I'm invested right now in CCIV. But you heard me right, there was some spying going on today, and we got some juicy information that might mean that this merger is going to happen. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned to find out all of this information. But before we proceed any further, guys, please consider hitting that subscribe button, ringing that bell, and smashing that like button. Really helps the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. And one last thing before we get into the information that I want to present to you guys, please know that there is a Patreon for this page. You get access to a Discord server of around 300 members, and you also get to follow the portfolio in real time. Whenever I open or close a position, I post within the Patreon. Alright, so let's get into it, guys, and I just want you to know that this is not indicating that the deal is a lock. Take this information for how you want to use it. I'm not telling you what to do in the stock market, and I told you guys that I am long in CCIV. I think that the risk to reward ratio is favorable, but just because I am invested in this SPAC right now doesn't mean that you have to be. You got to do your own due diligence before you enter into any position. Alright, so shout out to Real Earthman for providing this information. He's the one that started this whole thing. He got the ball rolling. We had flight information for a flight that was leaving San Jose International Airport, which is very close to Lucid Motors HQ. That flight then went to the Lucid factory in Casa Grande, Arizona. And then after that quick pit stop, it went to Teterboro, New Jersey, which is very close to Churchill Capital HQ. So is it a coincidence that you had a flight that went from Lucid Motors HQ over to the factory and then over to a airport close to the Churchill Capital headquarters? I don't know, but it seems kind of fishy, especially with these rumors floating around. Now, with this information available, somebody took it upon themselves to stay at the airport and try to catch a photo of those on the airplane. Are they executives from Lucid Motors? We're trying to see who's making this flight, because if the CEO of Lucid is close to the headquarters of Churchill Capital, that's gotta be good news, right? That means that this deal is probably going to happen. I already thought it was, but seeing all of this, connecting all the dots, makes it seem like it's almost a sure thing. But we got some photos of those who arrived in that plane, and it's in pretty good quality that some people were able to zoom in. And looking at the zoomed in picture, we cannot confirm who these people are, but they do somewhat resemble the CEO of Lucid Motors and a board member of Lucid Motors as well. Are both of these men here to sign the contract to take Lucid Motors public via CCIV? I suppose that we are going to find out relatively soon. Now, in my personal opinion, this does not confirm that there is a merger happening between these two companies. But what this does confirm to me, the way that people are acting right now, staking themselves in an airport, trying to catch photos. Social media is going crazy over this potential merger. What it means to me, and like I said at the beginning of this video, I think the upside, if this happens, is going to be astronomical because of the way people are acting. Just on Friday alone, based on rumors that there was a company-wide meeting at Lucid Motors, there was 184 million shares traded at an average price of $18.46. That corresponds to $3.4 billion traded on this stock just in one day alone, based off of rumors that the company had a company-wide meeting. That is a very large amount of dollars being transferred from one person to another based on rumors of that caliber. So I don't know what's going to happen, but all I know, in my personal opinion, the risk to reward ratio right now is extremely favorable. And considering that this is a SPAC, and SPACs don't tend to go below $10, and it's a SPAC led by Michael Klein with a decent amount of money in it, they will find a different company if it's not Lucid. So your floor right now is going to be higher than $10. And that means that the risk to reward ratio is just even more favorable, in my personal opinion. So I think that Lucid Motors can moon, and this is going to be a great investment for those that got in early on. That's my personal opinion, at least. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I thought that all of this was just crazy. It was fun to watch all of this unfold. We had tweets after tweets, people on stock twits. The guy was posting photos like every 5 minutes. And then he said, oh, it's just a family on vacation. But then somebody else zoomed in, and it looked like the CEO and one of the board members for Lucid. It does resemble them. So we'll see what happens out of all this. It might not be anything. We could see a pullback if there's not a deal announced tomorrow. And if it does pull back tomorrow because we do not have news, no news does not mean that there is no deal. So on a pullback, I might consider adding to my position, considering how people are acting right now for CCIV and Lucid Motors. Now, with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video with a short clip of someone driving down the highway and also getting more news on Lucid Motors and the potential deal. Now, before I play that clip, please consider hitting that subscribe button, ringing that bell, and smashing that like button. Do not forget about the Patreon page. There's also a Facebook group and promotional links to Webull and Robinhood down below, where I'll get free stocks and you will get free stocks for using those promotional links. It really helps out the channel. But you know the deal, guys. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And this is We Are Investing, and together we are invincible. Enjoy this clip.
You guys merging? CCIV? You guys gonna merge? You guys merging? Lucid, baby? Ah, come on! CCIV! CCIV! Look, see? He ain't telling us! Inside